President Trump today voiced his support for defunding America's public broadcasters,
accusing them of liberal bias.
Pushing leftism.
Liberal indoctrination.
Propaganda from the left, and that's why we need...
Elon Musk has also called for defunding PBS and NPR. Now, allegations of bias and threats to public media are about as old as the industry itself, so it's important to understand the history.
Remington electric shaver.
For a lot of the 1900s, broadcasting in the U.S. was dominated by commercial networks. They sold on-air ads and used that revenue to pay for programming, but some wanted an alternative. So in the 1960s, the Carnegie Corporation launched a study of non-commercial TV in the U.S. and how to bring it to more Americans.
A system that, in their view, could focus more on educational programming, making sure that all members of society have access to broadcast media, going places where there simply were not incentives for a commercial media system.
A key recommendation of the Carnegie Report was for the federal government to provide funds to help operate stations across the country. In 1967, President Lyndon Johnson signed the Public Broadcasting Act, which did just that.
Today, we rededicate a part of the airwaves which belong to all the people.
The law led to the creation of the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, or CPB. It's a nonprofit composed of Republicans and Democrats that's responsible for distributing federal dollars out to local stations.
The vision of public broadcasting was that it was a decentralized network of local stations, and local stations themselves should really be at the heart of what public media was.
Almost instantly, public broadcasting began featuring a kind of television no one in the U.S. had seen before.
Oh, hi, Gordon.
How are you? Children's programming like Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
A beautiful day for a neighbor, would you be mine?
Arts and culture shows like The French Chef with Julia Child.
And this is going to be an all-purpose batter.
And Masterpiece Theater.
By 5 modern English novelists.
As well as news.
Good evening from Washington.
In 1973, Robert McNeil teamed up with Jim Lehrer for gavel-to-gavel coverage of the Watergate hearings. That broadcast eventually became the McNeil-Lehrer Report, and later the PBS NewsHour. The original Carnegie Report had suggested a tax on TV sales to make sure the money wasn't ensnared in the yearly appropriations battle, but that didn't make it into the 1967 law. So public broadcasting had to regularly fight for its funding.